currently not wanted by the feds. I don't work for Donald Trump.
Thank you.
And so, what brings you guys in?
Well, actually, I came the other day because I came to see Rose that works down there. She was helping me fill out to LLC my management name.
Oh, okay.
And I had a question about should I patent my daughter's name, and we asked him the question, and then
It came down.
yeah, it just.
That's great because that's what we do. It's one of the things we do. Hi, how are you? You can leave it open. I need some air.
I think they're gonna be talking
Beer too.
I know. I just want to say hi. Nice to meet you.
Breezy.
That's Breezy.
That was Bright Line.
She just jumped on the side rail.
Oh, okay.
How was that?
Long.
Where'd you come from?
Miami.
Okay. It's longer than especially fast.
Yeah. Miami. An hour and 14 minutes on Bright Line.
Wow.
Fast. It only stops in Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Fort Lauderdale, it's only 2 stops. You know when they're gonna make it up to Orlando?
Soon.
Can't wait.
Probably by summer. Yeah, we need it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, see you later.
Later.
Gotta excuse my throat. So I'll be sipping on water. I'm originally from New York City, Staten Island. I was a drummer in high school, marching band, jazz band. So music was in my family. My mom sang in church. We went to church. We grew up in the church. After high school, I graduated a little early. I was 16 when I graduated. I went in the Army. And after basic training, I came home, got my turntables, and went to Alaska, where they had me stationed. I was living in the dorms, and that's where I really just crafted my DJing skills at the time. That was back in the beginning of hip hop. So I didn't know that it would come full circle, because after the Army, I went right into the Air Force. And so I continued to travel around the world. And I was DJing. I didn't realize I had a fan base until I got back home. So I got out the military and went into radio. In Biloxi, Mississippi, actually, was the first station. After that, I went to Las Vegas and helped rate Brandy, Usher, 702, Monica, a lot of the 90s artists. And the reason for that was the station in Los Angeles where they lived would not play the record, any of their records, because they were new, like you. So fortunately, where I was working at the radio station in Las Vegas, I had a green light to play what I wanted. So it made it easy for me to form relationships with those breaking artists. Fortunately, for me, it worked out well for us, because we were in a position where it was the only black radio station in the state of Nevada. So from that, we got a lot of love from all the surrounding states. What you see in Las Vegas now.
Some water?
I would like a water.
Would you like water? Would you water?
Thank you so much.
Is
it a vending machine or a soda?
We do got juice. Actually, we got cranberry juice. Is that all right? You got cranberry? Okay.
Chaser.
What's up?
You got to get water.
Yeah.
You got chaser. Cranberry juice. I said, oh, you got chaser.
Yeah, we do.
A water and a cranberry.
You know what? Water and cranberry? Okay. I mean water and chaser. Like what you say, like.
So I mean, and I don't want to bore you with my past, but I want to make sure you understand a couple of things. First, my background.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google me. I'm out there. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on social media. I have to be, okay, because of what I do, and I try to live what I teach my clients and how I work with them, because I'm only here for a limited amount of time, and I've been blessed. So it's time for me to give back. So when I relocated to Florida, I realized that this area had a lot of abundant talent, especially with Miami being down the street. Orlando up there. I didn't realize the trains were coming and what was happening in this community, but it's starting to pop. And they're missing, which we're working on as a group of us, we're missing an entertainment complex, a place where you can come in and feel comfortable from day one till after you made it big, you can come back. And I've always started with all my clients, the first thing I like to find out is what is their ambition? And you're the artist. I heard you're in school. What are you studying?
Social work.
And you plan to get a 4-year or a 6-year?
4.
Okay. So in your heart, because I've heard your lyrics, so I heard some of your delivery. I'll probably ask you to, I know you can probably do something spontaneous. So I might ask you to do that during the conversation. But my main purpose is to make sure, first of all, your business is correct. Because when you turn 55, 65, I would like to see you getting checks from what you did now. Residual income is called.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to get that residual income, everything must be right. Thank you. Ladies first, man.
Well, I was just trying to get this out of my hand before I drop it.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm about to go ahead first. That's how we want.
Great.
No, I was gonna give her a hug. I'm just a stopper to get something.
Okay.
She had no idea what I just went through.
And just the water.
Oh,
That's all.
that's okay. So, again, I don't want to bore you, but when I came up with there was a group that we used to laugh at called the Force MDs. You know about the Force MDs?
She don't.
She don't know, right?
But I know. Yeah.
But they grew
You
up
heard
in
of
my
them?
neighborhood. They grew up in my neighborhood and we used to laugh at them because they would get on the ferry boat and sing. And they were one of the first R&B groups, nothing, of the 80s.
But guy had an onion in here. I had to take the onion
So I got
out.
the onion.
Yeah, please.
I could taste the onion in. Like, oh, shit, I had to take.
So
No
that
shame.
was my first experience of somebody in my neighborhood making it big. But as I got into the industry and I learned more, I found out how much money they lost. Because at that time, even in hip hop, people were so eager to sign a deal that they knew nothing about it. They were just happy to get signed.
Mm-hmm.
And these devils were signing them and taking everything. And to this day, there are groups that are not getting paid for projects that they put out 10, 15 years ago that should get their money. So I always start with the paperwork first. All right, this way, we've got contracts, we've got everything. I do recommend you get an attorney to look at some important stuff once you get to a certain point. All right, but a lot of times, to me, it's simple. If your contract isn't easy enough for you to understand without having to go to an attorney, then it's something they're trying to hide. It's that simple. So I have to recommend, an attorney, especially if you blow up to doing a success. Your mom's gonna make sure you got an attorney. She's gonna probably call one of us, give me an attorney. We just got, if I hit the lotto tonight, oh man, I gotta get a ticket. So what I'm saying is I use my experiences and now I'm giving them back. Some of my other experiences in Vegas, when I got to Vegas, I was driving down the street and I noticed that all the signs were for the Isley Brothers, Gladys Knight. This was in the 90s when those young groups were breaking out. So me being on a radio station, FM, I was like, what's the guy here, Reggie D? Imagine a Reggie D in Las Vegas. That's kind of what I was like. And I'm trying to find a club to put Montel Jordan in because he got a record called This Is How We Do It. And the casinos wouldn't take him. So we ended up putting our money together and hooking up with a couple of clubs and promoting the event ourselves. And it turned out so well. Then we did the same thing with Brandy. And, it was cool because we were celebrating each other's birthday and holidays and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we had breakout artists that had quality music. They were coming from a major record label. So in some cases, with Clive Davis, my relationship with Clive Davis is based on the fact that when he signs an artist, he puts him out, he gives them to his team. And he says, get them ready. and then bring them back to me when you're ready. When they bring them back, he does a showcase, or he'll do something big like that. So, in saying that, Deborah Cox, Monica, most of the acts that he had on his J record label, I helped him groom them from a radio perspective and give him my feedback. So now I'm in West Palm Beach and I want to do the same thing. All right. You're in a unique position, one I really like, because you're in school and you want to finish your degree. And this is something you can do on the side, but as you're well aware, the one right song you could be gone. All right.
She only have a few more months in school. This is her senior year.
Oh, this is your senior year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after that, you want to focus on your music solely, or you want to get a job and then focus on your music?
Right now, we're going to pretty much focus on the music. The music thing just sort of, everything's happening overnight. We're going to see what it takes us first, and then she can always fall back.
What's been happening?
As far as with music?
Tell me how you got this whole thing started, because
I was just in my room over the summer.
Hold on, let me ask you. Are you the same person that's rapping?
I told you this is Chantel right here.
I'm just trying to figure out. So we got dealing with, who we dealing with right now?
It's my professional title, Chantel.
So we're dealing with Chantel right now. Okay, I need to know that. So we're dealing with Chantel. We ain't dealing with Breeezy right now. Breeezy off the chain. Okay? So Breeezy, look, I love Chantel. That's great. Mm-hmm. So I got a vision for Chantel, right? But I'm gonna go back to my office. I'm gonna let the technician handle this. And can you lay a couple raps, bars, or whatever y'all call it, down for us a little later? I gotta hear this for myself. I like what I listened to. Actually, it was dope. And he's gonna go on the technical part of it. I just gotta finish up some stuff. And I'll be, somebody across the house. When you get started with that,
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me hear.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll just play it back for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hear it live.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it live. And I just gotta finish up.
You want to see it in action?
Absolutely. Yeah. So
you want to see her transform?
Yeah, I'm gonna see this thing. All right, this is great. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right next door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been recording music?
My first time recording was the second week of July, and actually getting the track was like the first week of August.
This year, last year. Okay. And who produces your music?
That time, my first time, his name was Johnny Knotts.
Have you signed any paperwork with him?
No.
So he still owns that music.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same for anyone else who?
But that's not his beat, so he just he just edited, engineered it for me.
Whose beat is it?
I got it on YouTube.
That's why I'm here.
Because it sounds like something you heard before.
But you can't just take
The what?
You can't just take people's beats.
Say it again.
You can't just take people's beats.
All right.
But as far as getting my name out there, I could use it for just that
purpose. Yeah, promotional
purpose.
Promotional purpose.
Which is what I was doing.
I totally understand. As long as you don't sell anything. Right now, which is good. I'm glad, what's cool is that, you understand what you're doing and why, and what you shouldn't be doing and why, which is great. But that's where we come in too, because we're mainly management. The artists that I work with, I don't touch them when it comes to their artistic. They're gonna ask me what I think because my radio background and producing and doing stuff with Billboard and all that, and they should ask me that. But my primary goal, first and foremost, is make sure your business is right. So all your lyrics, are they copywritten?
No, that's what I'm saying. I came yesterday to go because I'm her manager, right. And I started the Trip Nation Management. So I came yesterday to LLC, the Trip Nation Management, and I was asking her then, should I go ahead and LLC my daughter's write her lyrics?
Who were you asking?
I was asking Rosa, the lady that just walked in at first. So she went and asked the guy that just left out. That I just met him the other night, and when she went and asked him, that's when he was like, well, it's not that important to do that. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It can go up under my Trip Nation Management thing. And then that's when he asked to hear her songs or whatever, and he just told us to come out Wednesday. So
okay, so What's your background on the entertainment industry?
I have none.
Okay.
I'm a beginner. Like I said, it really just
Just
all.
like Usher's mom was.
But I
Brandy's
mean,
mom.
honestly, my son was doing music, and I was supposed to be the momager for him. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get to really push him because he got killed 4 years ago.
Oh.
So that's really her drive for doing music. When she said she just woke up and wanted to do it, that was her drive because this is what my son was doing. So the first song on over here, the We Get Retarded song, that was really about my, you know what I'm saying? That was the song. That was the first song she did, and really she wrote that, you know, in reference to my brother. Her brother.
How much time do you have to dedicate to working with her?
A lifetime. This is my baby.
No, I know.
Yeah, a lifetime. Plus, I have my own business. And my business can go wherever I go, so I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What is your business?
Well, I do dreads.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so.
Where are you located?
Palm Beach Lakes in Australia. On Palm Beach.
People that need hair done.
I'll do it. Create miracles one dread at a time. You know, I'm a dread doctor. I've been doing dreads for over 7 years. I mean, I got a lot of little things, but right now I'm just focusing on my dreads and my baby music.
That's great. I'm proud of you.
And been promoting her. We just really started. She wrote the lyrics and she went on Instagram and was in her room doing the little lyrics that she came up with. And I guess the guy liked it. Her, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, that's dope. And he brought her in and did I didn't even know. He brought her in and did the song for her. And we just been, you know, that's what we've been using to push the music. That little one song, We Get Retarded. She just recently did the other songs because in the midst of this, we just started pushing everything January the 2nd. Because I ended up, I have a friend girl who does radio in Fort Pierce. And I went on to promote my...
What's her name?
Alicia James, Miss Millie. You know Miss Millie?
What station is she on?
101.
In Fort Pierce?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 stations in that little... I can't think of right now, but 101.5 or something.
Okay.
I don't know, don't make me lie.
Good that you got a friend in radio. What she do there?
Well, she has her own little... she's there at her show now. She has the Miss Millie show every Wednesday
night. What
night.
kind of show is hers?
Like a talk show, but she mainly reaches out to entrepreneurs and let them come and, you know, promote their businesses on her show, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Because I went on to promote my dreads, but at that time, my daughter, I had just signed her for first performance at this club for open mic night. So she let me bring her music on a disc, and she promoted the music on the radio then.
Cool.
She did the first performance that same night, January the 2nd. From that night, it's been, how many shows have you done since January the 2nd?
Almost 7 or 8.
About 7 or 8.
How
And
much money have you made for?
I mean, none. But I already explained to her, so right now, like, it's not even about the money right now, you know what I'm saying? Eventually it will be, but right now, this was something she just started, you know what I'm saying?
Did you drop something?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Something she just, you know what I'm saying, we just started in January, but that's why I tried to legalize my name, you know what I'm saying? I know it's something, with
You're doing the right
so much things has been happening within these 30 to 60 days till it's falling in place to make me feel like this is what it's supposed to be. So that's why I came to LLC, and then I'm trying to figure out what's the proper steps forward, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
Right. Okay, so first off, do you guys have a contract stating you're her manager?
Not yet. I wanted to legalize my
LLC.
everything. Yeah, it's
I got you.
yeah, and I've already said that to you. I got to get contracts with them. That's what Alicia was gonna do. I was supposed to have a meeting with her. She was gonna help me write up my contracts and everything too. So, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to that because I just did this. Did the LLC 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's cool. But you're on the right path. I definitely want to compliment you on that. I'm just trying to get caught up so I can see.
But that's the next thing I need to do with the
things that I can-
contracts.
Right, the things that I can help you guys with. Because that's what we are, Soundcheck Media Group. We're here, like I said, I got distribution, radio, we just did a new distribution deal with a company out of Tampa. What is it, man? That's what the company's called. So we have a couple of distribution companies. You can't put none down because you don't have any tracks. So you need tracks first. Do you have anybody you want to work with, or do you know anybody that has? Okay, let me let you hear something. Okay. One of the producers that I work with. And this is on the radio. Because our clients are on the radio, we had a radio station, we play our clients' music.
And this is 103.5?
No, actually, so You heard of internet radio before?
Yes, because that's what she's on too, my friend girl, internet radio.
Yeah, we got 6 stations coming out of this building. We cover what you're hearing now is you're hearing and seeing 2 different things. We said it before. So we have a banner station called Soundcheck. Soundcheck Media Groups, Soundcheck iRadio Network is all of the 6 stations plus other stations that we're affiliated with. But we own 6 of them right now. We hope to launch a 7th, which will be a talk station also. This station covers top hits. Until recently, there was rap on the station. But we found it was taken away from our rap station. So we put all the rap on there, unless it's like Cardi B, something everybody knows and likes, and it's brand new. Once it becomes old, we put it on our rap station. So that's the rap station. More, I should say, hip hop station. We also have a jazz station. Okay, where we play from pure jazz to Anita Baker. All right, we have a Caribbean station, which plays anything soca, dancehall, and Latin on that station. And Blast is the dance station, EDM, house, techno, and then there's a gospel station. So what we've been building around the world now is becoming local because we're being asked by organizations to either launch a station for them there or to get on the radio with us here. From an artist standpoint, it's a beautiful time because like I said, we want to do a turnkey thing where you come in the door just as you did. You know that there's something that can happen and you want to do it the right way. So that's what we're here for. You come in, like I said, first paperwork. You're doing a great job getting your LLC set up. Once you get that done, you'll do some other things I'm sure you already know that you want to get done. Your focus together is going to be finding music for you because you have to have music that is yours, or you have a contract that you're leasing the music out with. And that's what the label in California that I help, that's what they do. I'm going to let you hear a couple of first I'll let you hear some of the other station cipher, so I don't have to change anything here. As you can see, we teach radio here also. So earlier I had a group of young kids in here and we were doing some radio stuff. So let's go with it. And this is an example of something that what you were doing. Let me turn this up. Okay, so I just created a lineup of artists that I manage. Music produced by a producer in Los Angeles. He's a Grammy, 2-time Grammy, gospel and rap. As you can see, I've got 3-4 Billboard compilations that I produce. I've got 4 or 5 artists that have won Grammys. So this young lady's name is JMO 2 Solid. And the guy that you're listening to, his name is Young Life. They're on the West Coast. So the style of their stuff is different. I'm dealing with you the different tracks that we produce with these artists.
Noise making on the corner, getting more cash. Send a bitch, she white with that big ass. Up in the bed, we moving quick, we move fast. You about that money, man, I'm still getting the ass.
They're signed to the record label that the producer owns. in the state of California, the producer and the record label cannot manage. So that's why they came to us. The artists came to us to manage them. So that we're totally legal, and the other side is we're East Coast, West Coast. Both coasts. So he just did a party last week. When we first started, he was doing parties in the street. You know, people call him, ask him to come do it, whatever. He was doing, he wouldn't get any money, he wouldn't get any exposure. So now, his party he did last week, he didn't make a lot of money. He made a couple of $1,100. But it's better than what he made 6 months ago. He wasn't making anything. Plus, on top of that, he had a whole lot of more.
Yeah, it's networking. It's mainly about the networking. Yeah, social.
Mainly, you're right. And it's funny you say that because my whole career has been through networking. I was fortunate that I met a guy in Mississippi at a radio station who said, you need to go to Jack the Rapper. Okay, how you get there, just get there. When you get there, meet me at the bar, and I'll introduce you to Will.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a beat-up Chevy van I bought from a white dude. It's like $500 Chevy van, black, rusted and everything else. I took my little black butt up to Atlanta, got me like a little $59 side street hotel where I could see the main hotel. Got dressed up in my little thing, took my van and parked it close, and then walked across the street to the hotel until it got there. And when I got there, he was exactly right. Got to the bar, and he introduced me to Kool and the Gang, Earth, Wind and Fire, all these guys, because that was their time. Sinbad, all of them, that was their time. And it was like a picnic at a hotel. You could walk up to somebody and say hi and sit down and talk with respect. You know, you see the talking, you know. But that was my introduction to the music business. And one of the things that the elder guys, some aren't here anymore, said to me is that we are a family. No matter if you're in the radio business, if you're in records, if you're promotion, if you're an artist, nobody eats without the other. And unfortunately, our people of color are making the most money for somebody else. This is J-Mo. Is the track sound familiar? He purposely did this for Dr. Dre. But we're not selling. So the next couple of songs you hear are songs that we made purposely, but we're not selling. She does a lot of songwriting. We just did a compilation for a company out of San Jose. All the local artists. And she ended up writing for 4 or 5 of the artists on that project. So think about residual income. If any of those songs blow up,
she get writer's fee. That's why I'm glad she write all her music, so she'll get everything.
We have conference calls this Saturday. We have a conference call. Everybody jumps on the line. I update them on whatever they updated me on, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's actually a noisemaker, soundcheck management meeting. But that's what I believe in. Conference calls. Because you're in the studio. You'll go with school, studio. Mom is going to get the reports. And more than likely, if we're working together, I'll be talking to Mom and explaining things to Mom so that then she can explain them to you. Together, you make the best decision, and that's what you go with. Because people ask me, when they come to me, I say, what do you want to do? Most of the time, they say, I want to get on the radio. Give me music, I put it on. You're on the radio. What's next?
Mm-hmm.
When I was at Sirius XM, I went downstairs to the break room, actually to the curb. I'm standing out there smoking a cigarette. And the kid walks up to me and gives me a CD and says, $5. I looked at it, magic marker written on it for the label. I said, I'll tell you what, you give me the CD. If I like it, I'll play it on the radio. Or I'll give you $5 and I'll crush it right here. He gave me the CD.
He better believe in his music.
Right. Nothing on it was a hit, but just to go to show you, when I talk to my clients and wherever you go, my girlfriend or my wife now, she has this thing, because I always teach this. When you step out of your house as an artist, you're on the air, you're an artist.
At all times.
I used to manage Grandmaster Flash. I don't know if you know who he is.
I do.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Here's another one we did. Who's this sound like?
Real, yeah. Girl, you know your music, girl.
And so you know what our objective was. Like I said, we're not selling this. We're promoting
Promotional
our artists,
purposes, yeah.
our own original lyrics, and we were playing. We're not sampling the music, we're playing. So that's Chase. He'll be coming over here, I think, next month. I'm trying to set up because what we do is we set up a mixing and mastering session, and he'll fly in because he does mixing and mastering too. So he's got a session coming up. He'll come in. We have a studio here. We have another place over there we could use, but we're going to keep everything focused. All right. And also, as you hear the songs, now you only heard one of them. And I say, I want you to think about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You think about your brand. What is your brand?
Breezy.
Let me see Breezy. I've seen the polite. Who's Breezy?
That's a unique individual. I don't know if she just come out whenever the music drops and stuff like that.
So he played some music for me that he said he thought would be good in a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what song that was?
Probably Make It Clap.
Okay.
But she made that because I had landed a little gig promoting a strip club, so I was telling her we needed something for the club. So she made that song and she made the bopping song.
Yeah, somebody else owns the music, right?
Yeah, but we weren't making no money off of it. She was just.
Huh?
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But she got our thing too.
Yeah, I get all my beats on YouTube. Except for one, she got it from a producer.
The Big One beats. But then you do both of them songs on Big One. Because remember when you first wrote it, you tried the first, and then I was like, do something else, and then that's what you did to Make It Clap.
It's not on Make It Clap.
Oh, it's just on the
My
bopping.
niggas that's Big One beat.
Yeah, I heard it.
The
Yeah.
rest of my songs is off of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Because you got the right mindset on making a strip club song. Got the right mindset on that. And what I heard, I liked. I just was like, do you have the beats?
Yeah.